So, because I know one of the biggest things and part of your process is pre-production. Like, you were the first person that I ever saw when prepping for a live,
Mhm.
pretty much recorded the entire record
Mhm.
before the live record happens.
100%.
Like, I'm talking full guitars, full
Mhm.
BGVs. The entire record is
It's
basically
done
done, and live is just for the lead vocal and basically for
for
what
the
the
crowd.
drums and the crowd,
Yep.
just for the energy. But
Response. Yep.
y'all could the record is pretty much done by
Mhm.
that point. So would you connect those two things together? The fact of that experience way back when, did you think that that matured into that prop building into that process?
100%, bro. Because a good producer has foresight.
Mm,
Good producer ain't just because you can create some nice musical arrangements.
yeah,
No, a producer foresees a problem
yeah.
and takes care of that problem before it happens. Like
Say
I
you gotta say
expect.
that again. Wait a minute, you gotta say that again, cheese, for those in the back. Wait a minute. I see, you can't gloss over the text like that. You
Hey
gotta
man,
take your time, Bishop. And you gotta preach to the
I gotta
people.
preach. What
You,
key, bro?
I
You
mean,
got that organ over
E
there.
flat, D E
Key me
flat.
up, man. You know that's where I got
Key
key
him
him
up.
up. That's where I got it from. You know
Really?
that from a preacher. Key him up. That's key.
Wow.
That's where it came from.
Never knew that. That's where
Yeah,
Mr. Key him up,
that's where Mr. Key.
CEO came
That's
from.
where it came from.
That's
But
crazy.
key me up, brother. No, but no. What you were saying? No, yeah. A good producer, honestly,
Has the foresight.
has foresight. They expect a problem and they have a solution. They
Wow.
have the solution in advance. Like
Wow.
honestly, like I make my keyboard players, my main keys for any session, they record that whole MIDI file. I plug
Mm.
up a laptop
Yeah.
and just USB and
Yeah.
record that whole session from front to back.
Wow.
Because if you screw up, I can just take them little notes out, but I keep the integrity of
Yeah.
what you
Of what you
did.
did. But you
Yep.
can go in and fix
But I
it
can go in
later.
and fix that, or I don't like the pass they use. Or if I get in there and they layered pads and
Yeah.
keys and didn't split the track, I need
Mm.
that. Mm.
Mhm.
So I got that MIDI. I'm gonna just
You just
record it
gonna
myself. I'm gonna
flip.
take Nord, then
So
I'm
you
gonna take
do that
that.
from the live sessions.
Mhm.
So a live session,
Yep.
a live Todd Delaney records,
Mhm.
as an example.
Mhm.
While you guys are doing the live recording,
Mhm.
you are
I'm
you got
taking MIDI.
another laptop
Mhm.
somewhere else that's recording the MIDI from the keys.
Taking MIDI.
Are you doing that for the aux and stuff as well, or is it just the
Just
main
main,
keys? Just
really.
mains.
Yeah, because aux, man, I'm big on pre-production. So
Yeah,
most
that's
of the
true.
aux is already done.
That's crazy,
The aux
man.
is already done. Like everything is
That
done,
is so
bro.
crazy.
You know, and it always, and then like I believe in making sure you prepare your team to win, bro.
That's
That's what
good.
a leader and a producer, he prepares his team to win.
Wow.
And that's all it is. Like
You're the
I want you to
coach.
succeed.
Yeah.
You're a great name, bro. I had Anders, shout out to Anders Nordstrom, one of the best guitar players. But I had him pre-record all his vocals. I mean, all his background, his guitar,
Guitars.
all his parts. He was just there. He was just there the night of.
He was
Yeah,
memeing.
he was just
He
whatever you want me
miming.
to
He was
play. I
just
don't care. Blah blah. All my parts is done. And
yeah.
so when he left that night, he was done. There was no overdubs needed from him.
Wow.
He walked away. He's like, "Thanks." I gave him his check,
Yeah.
and we didn't talk no more.
But see, there's also something that's really, really dope to be said about that as well. With doing the pre-production, if you get all of that stuff done before y'all hit the stage,
Yeah.
then there's less work to do on the back end, and you can get the
100%.
record out faster.
100%. 100%.
So, what does your post-production look like if you've done so much pre-production?
Really? Sometimes post-production is flows.
Wow.
So Todd is a flower.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
So if he flows, I got to get that. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. So I'll bring the background vocals back in a day, and we'll spend maybe 4 or 5 hours, and we'll get all of those dubs of the flow that he wants to keep. So
Yeah.
we talking about Todd specifically. Says I want to keep 6 minutes to 8 minutes
Wow.
of that.
Yeah.
So I'll trim down the session, and then I'll overdub whatever that is, and that's it.
That's crazy.
Whip them up, shoot them off to my boy John Blast, and we done.
And mixing, and it's done. Off the mastering, y'all ready for the record, whenever the release date
Yep.
is. Meanwhile, some of these other cats that didn't do that,
Yep.
we still waiting on the record.
Still working.
2 years later, they still trying to. I got a record I'm waiting on. I've been
Thank
waiting on this record for 2 years.
No,
I
no.
tapped in with them like maybe 3 months ago, and I was like, "Yo, what happened to it?" Man, dog, we
See?
still
And
It's
then they
huge,
don't
man.
realize, John, is sonically the conversation has changed.
Oh man.
And how you say it and what you saying. So
Yeah.
you want to wait that long when God gives you something to say and you don't say it right away, you can't say it later. You forfeited your time.
Man.
You're done. We're not saying that no more.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
think about it, man. Like, this is what I tell people when they chasing a top 10 record
Yeah.
that you hear on the radio right now.
Yeah.
If you're trying to compose something like that, you're already a year and some change behind.
Wow.
Because you got to think about it. When that album was conceived, was produced, written, it was before radio got his hands on it. And
That's true.
how long does it take to get through a system through radio? 9 to 12 months before you start hearing it.
Wow.
So that record is old.
I'm excited to reveal something game-changing for us and for you as producers and musicians. I want to introduce to you Peculiar Sounds version 2. We've introduced standalone mode, allowing you to use it independently from any DAW. You can now blend up to 2 sounds to create rich and complex textures. We added in 2 brand new effects, the Lo-Fizer and the Mod Filter. The Lo-Fizer gives you instant lo-fi vibes with just a button, while the Mod Filter adds dynamic movement and flow to any sound you apply to. And we also added the innovative new MIDI browser that provides you with hundreds of chord progressions, melodies, and drum loop MIDI files that you can drag straight into your DAW. And as a bonus, V2 now includes Sounds Off the Block expansion for totally free, bringing the total to over 400 patches. So as you can see, Peculiar Sounds V2 is not just an update, it's a revolutionary new plugin. So make sure you check the website right now and you can get your hands on this game-changing plugin. Yo, thank you for watching that exclusive clip from the Hangout podcast. We drop these on the channel on Wednesdays, and we appreciate you guys for taking out the time and watching this. If you're interested in seeing more of these exclusive interviews that we have, make sure you check out the playlist over here. If you're interested in taking your production, mixing, or whatever to the next level, make sure you hit the links down below in the description. All right, we'll talk to you guys on the next one. I'm out. Holla at your boy.